the wait is finally over, and the camera world may be standing on the edge of a massive shake-up. For years, photographers, especially those who specialize in wildlife, action, and sports, have been asking the same question. When will Nikon finally release a true mirrorless replacement for the legendary D500? The D500 was not just another crop sensor camera. It became a trusted workhorse for professionals who needed speed, durability, and exceptional autofocus performance without the size or cost of flagship full-frame systems. While Nikon introduced cameras like the Z50, the stylish Z-FC, and even the upgraded Z50 Mark II, none of them truly carried the DNA of a professional DX format camera. They were excellent for enthusiasts, travel shooters, and casual creators, but they lacked the rugged, flagship-level experience that professionals had been craving. Now, if the latest leaks surrounding the rumored Nikon Z90 are accurate, Nikon could finally be preparing to deliver exactly what photographers have been waiting for, and possibly much more. This is not shaping up to be just another APS-C mirrorless camera. According to reports, Nikon may be creating what many are already calling a Mini-Z9, packing premium flagship features into a smaller, more affordable body that could dramatically shift expectations in the crop sensor market. At the center of all the excitement is a rumored brand-new 33-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. While megapixels always grab headlines, the real story here is the word stacked. A stacked sensor design dramatically improves readout speeds by placing memory directly on the sensor itself. In practical terms, this means much faster performance, significantly reduced rolling shutter, and burst shooting speeds that would have been unimaginable in a DX format camera only a few years ago. Rumors suggest the Nikon Z90 may be capable of shooting up to 120 frames per second in specific modes, putting it in elite territory traditionally reserved for flagship sports cameras. For wildlife photographers tracking birds in flight or sports shooters freezing split-second moments, this level of performance could be transformational. Imagine photographing a peregrine falcon diving through the air or capturing a race car blasting around a track while maintaining razor-sharp focus and almost no distortion. That level of responsiveness is exactly what photographers have been demanding, and Nikon appears ready to answer. The autofocus system is expected to inherit much of the same artificial intelligence-driven subject recognition technology found in Nikon's flagship Z9 and Z8 cameras. This means advanced subject tracking for birds, animals, humans, vehicles, and potentially even more refined object recognition, powered by the latest EXPED7 image processor. Rather than treating the Z90 like a mid-range camera, Nikon seems poised to position it as a serious professional tool with high-end capabilities packed into a more compact body. For wildlife enthusiasts in particular, the crop sensor format offers a massive advantage. One of the biggest reasons photographers loved the D500 was the effective increase in reach provided by the APS-C sensor. A 600 lens suddenly behaves like a 900 equivalent in terms of field of view, allowing photographers to get much closer to distant subjects without carrying massive, expensive super telephoto lenses. If the Z90 combines this advantage with flagship autofocus and stacked sensor speed, it could quickly become one of the most desirable wildlife cameras available. Build quality is another area where Nikon reportedly plans to separate the Z90 from entry-level offerings. Instead of following the lightweight, compact style of the Z50 lineup, leaks suggest Nikon is building this camera with professional ergonomics in mind. A deep, comfortable grip, extensive weather sealing, similar to the Z8, and premium controls including a dedicated FON button are all rumored to be part of the package. These might sound like small details, but professionals know that ergonomic comfort and reliable handling can make an enormous difference during long shooting days in challenging environments. The rear screen is also rumored to feature a 4-axis tilting design similar to the one found on the Z9. This setup could appeal strongly to photographers who shoot from unusual angles and prefer a more photography-focused screen mechanism. Instead of the fully articulating vlogger-style displays, that sometimes interfere with accessories like L brackets. Video performance may be where things become truly surprising. The Nikon Z90 is expected to deliver oversampled 4K 60p footage derived from a full 6K readout, promising exceptional sharpness and image quality. However, the feature generating the biggest headlines is rumored internal REDCODE RAW recording. Following Nikon's acquisition of RED Digital Cinema, many assumed advanced RED technologies would first appear in flagship cameras through firmware updates. Instead, reports suggest the Z90 may become the first APS-C camera to integrate RED's professional-grade compression and color science directly into the camera. If true, this would be an extraordinary leap forward for creators. Independent filmmakers, documentary shooters, and hybrid content creators could gain access to cinematic-level RAW flexibility without spending enormous amounts on cinema cameras or external recording systems. The ability to record 6K internal RAW in a rugged, relatively affordable camera could make the Z90 an attractive B camera for professional productions or even a primary filmmaking tool for smaller teams. Of course, powerful video features raise concerns about overheating, something several competing brands have struggled with in compact bodies. However, reports indicate Nikon may address this challenge through a sophisticated passive cooling system that uses the magnesium alloy chassis as a heat sink. While it may not include an active cooling fan like dedicated cinema bodies, expectations are that it should comfortably handle extended 4K recording sessions in most professional environments. Connectivity appears equally promising, with rumors pointing toward a full-sized HDMI port and dual memory card slots. One slot may support high-speed CF Express Type B cards for raw recording and ultra-fast bursts, while the second slot could use standard UHSI SD cards for backup storage or casual shooting. This hybrid approach would provide professionals with speed and flexibility without abandoning existing SD card ecosystems. At a rumored price near $2,000, some may initially question the value of a crop sensor camera at this level. However, when compared to full-frame systems offering stacked sensors, flagship autofocus, and internal RAW recording, the value proposition becomes much clearer. The Z90 appears positioned not as an entry-level option, but as a premium professional tool designed to compete directly with cameras like the Sony A6700, the Canon EOS R7, and the Fujifilm X-H2S. If Nikon delivers on even most of these rumored specifications, the Z90 could become one of the most exciting camera releases of the year. More than just another APS-C body, it may represent Nikon's return to dominance in the professional crop sensor category, proving once again that flagship performance does not always require a flagship-sized body or budget. vidIQ.